So we're going to take a little tour of Quartzsite here. This is the main street, or the main drag, if you will.
I'd call it a nickel tour.
Yeah, it looks like nickel tours, right? Looks like that's kind of some sort of a swap meet. They're selling socks and rocks, it looks like. And some guy's got, I don't know what that is up there, but container.
I just noticed the Western store's open, so we might have to pop in there on our way back through.
Oh, the leather store.
Ice cream store, yeah.
We've been waiting for the leather store to open for like a month now.
A month, yeah.
And
maybe I can get a hat.
It hasn't been opened, or that we know of anyway.
No.
I think this town of Quartzsite is very seasonal. That's a nice building there.
It's for rent.
Yeah. Oh, there's a nice RV actually parked. Oh, he must be getting solar installed.
Yeah, he's getting solar.
Let's see. Oh, there's
another park.
There's a park over there.
Oh, an old building.
Oh, old building. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Old building. We don't know what it is, but I'm sure if we did a little research.
And that's the scary little marketplace. Remember when we rolled in there?
Yeah, we went to that market one day. And it was actually pretty scary. It had
so much dust on the liquor bottles.
They had they had old tools. Everything was old. Everything had dust and dirt on it. And then they had like a refrigerated section with some food in it. And I didn't look at the date on the food, but we kind of went through there and ran after we saw the inch of dust on the liquor bottles. That must be the...
Oh, here's the yacht club. We're coming up on the yacht club.
Here's the famous yacht club of Quartzsite.
Yeah.
We haven't joined there, but they do have a yacht.
They have a yacht outside.
A couple of them, actually. There's one back there, too. But apparently that's the place where everybody goes to party. Here's the rock store. We actually were in here one day.
They're pretty
looking
cool.
around. Actually, you wouldn't think there's much interesting in a rock store, but they actually did have some really interesting things. I don't know. Being in an RV, I don't know what we'd do with all that stuff. Being that this is a big RV area, I'm not sure how people have room to collect rocks, but they do. Gem World. We got signs up. Don't give money to homeless people because you're only making the problems worse.
Yeah.
There's the military surplus store. Actually, we've been in there a couple times, bought a few things.
Really super friendly staff.
Yeah, friendly staff. You got a lot of interesting things. I mean, pretty much everything. I mean, it's a jack of all trades store. They've got military stuff, they got tools, they've got clothes, they've got pretty much everything. Yeah. Of course, you got to have a Carl's Jr. here.
Yeah. Oh, look at the huge rock place.
And here's more rocks. There, I think the guy probably just goes out in the desert and picks up rocks and sells them. Oh no, actually, there's some pretty cool rocks you don't see out in the desert. So we're headed out to the Quartzsite Airport. So looks like a cell tower. They have really good cell service here, but it is slowing down the more people that come in here. When we first got here, about almost a month ago, we had really, really good internet, and through AT&T. And now, as it's been filling up a little more, the internet has slowed down considerably. So we have a nice road going out to the airport. That's the freeway right there, I-10 going by. There's your public ATV trail.
Yeah.
I think that goes out to some of the gold mining claims out in the mountains there.
Yeah, probably by the claim where we're at.
There's some people dry camping out in the desert. Oh, and here we're coming up on the airport.
There we go.
So first time we drove out here, we're like, what in the heck is that Learjet doing out here in Quartzsite? And then as we got closer, we realized, well, it was just a broken down one.
And I believe...
And there's a helicopter and a truck. And here's the landing strip.
Here's the runway. Here, I'll stop here so you can do a nice view down it.
I gotta get out and
here you go.
I gotta get out because I gotta show the full effect.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking I don't want to land my airplane here. The rocks in itself would probably not be too good on the propellers. And there you have another RV park right next to it with a boat. Apparently there's a lot of boats out here. Haven't figured out why. I guess for the size of them, I'm not sure where they came from or why they'd haul them all the way out into the desert. But
maybe it's a land yacht. Literally.
They're all land yachts.
All right,
So
we'll drive
we can actually we'll actually go
Look,
up here
there's
and
this
turn
little-
around.
Look at that little tugboat.
Oh yeah,
there.
that's what I was talking about. There's a tugboat. I
There's a
know it's.
tugboat.
I'm thinking that's not on the Colorado River, but maybe they do put it on the Colorado River because the river is right down the road about.
I'm just wondering if they
15
just
miles.
live in it because it's safe.
Because there's no other place to live in.
I don't know. Better than a
Alright.
tent, maybe.
Well, you've got this one, I'm sure. I don't know if anybody's living in these or if they're just apparently they're just
No,
broken
they're
down,
just broken down.
used for parts. This is Quartzsite.
Yeah.
These are actually a lot nicer than some of the ones I've seen out in the desert, actually.
Yeah, there's some horses.
Oh, we got horses back here, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Here's some mountains. A lot of gold in those mountains there. There's
Yeah.
gold claims all over. Another boat.
Yeah. Low flying aircraft.
Yeah, be advised, low-flying aircraft. I think we've been here, we've seen a lot of airplanes fly over, but nobody
No one
has
ever
landed here.
lands.
I've never seen anybody land here.
No.
So I'm thinking that's probably, I'm not quite sure who lands here. Maybe some Cubs or something
Desperate?
like that, yeah. Yeah, engine trouble.
Engine trouble.
I don't think there's too many
I don't think the
corporate
runway's
jets
long
flying
enough, man.
into. Well, it's
doesn't-
pretty long. It looks like 1,000 feet or so. 1,200 feet.
Yeah.
And there you can get the whole panoramic view of.
The mountains are beautiful.
You get the whole panoramic view of Quartzsite in here. I'll stop that incessive beeping. That's another thing that irritates me.
Yes.
Is that, oops, I gotta put the seatbelt on because
Otherwise, it'll drive you insane.
obviously driving
going 10
down
miles
these
an
10
hour.
mile an hour roads, having your seatbelt off is not acceptable. But, I digress. We do have a Love's Travel stop here though, so there is a little bit
And a
of
pilot, so.
yeah, and a pilot down the road there. So we're not totally, stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Looks like we got some gold mining equipment over there. School bus.
This is where school buses go to die.
Yeah, this is where they go to die.
Oh, and check that out.
Oh yeah, we gotta have the.
I'll slow down for that.
We gotta have the Tesla charging station. Look at all those Tesla
Look at all
charging
that.
stations
I
there.
mean,
and you know what?
it's literally in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, there actually is 3 Teslas there. 4. But apparently when this gets busy, there's a bunch of them that, I guess it is kind of in the middle of nowhere here.
Yeah.
So it's, California is only 15 miles away. And then you've got, it's pretty much a desert for, 100 miles each direction. Phoenix is, I think, 120 miles the opposite direction. That was the 2 intersections in town.
Yeah.
You can get your
Fresh jerky.
really good beef jerky here. We're too afraid to stop into those places, but we probably should.
We should.
And get a family restaurant. I don't think I've read any reviews on that. Okay, so here we got more people selling
Flags.
stuff, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
You got the homeless guy getting some money there. Another homeless guy there. Well, I say they're homeless. I don't know if they have a home or not, but
They're tent.
they're out
Probably
begging for
tents.
money, so I'm gonna assume that
Yeah.
they probably have a home somewhere. So here we have a few dilapidated buildings. That used to be a restaurant with skylights in it. And I believe that a lot of people dry camp on some of these when it gets full.
It's real full, probably.
They do have, apparently they have 250,000 RVers here come January. And I think probably most of them stay out in the desert. Oh, there's some more homeless people down there. It's got a good strong population of homeless people.
Vagabonds.
Yeah, vagabonds. RV, the Desert Oasis. It looks deserted, actually.
Mhm.
A guy with a tent, a couple tents, 3 tents. That's the B10 campground. Apparently they call it that because it's right next to the I-10.
Maybe.
But I'm not sure that would be a really good place to stay because when you're right next to the freeway, it is loud because the RVs don't have much insulation in them at all. And we've stayed at a couple of them that were fairly close to the interstate, and they have been just unbearably loud.
Yep, it's been terrible.
It's even louder than you're snoring at night. You know
that? I know. Yeah, Uncle. Okay, we're gonna pop into this leather place here. Right, I gotta check it out.
Right now?
Oh, we'll come back later.
Yeah, let's stop back there. Let's continue this tour here because we'll go on this end of the main street.
Okay.
Here's the museum. We haven't been to the museum. Maybe we'll stop in there too. I don't know if they're open. It's hard to tell if any of these places are open.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell between a closed. I mean, that's closed, but you
have a
couldn't
lot
tell
of people
normally.
that just park there, so I'm like, oh, is it closed? Is it open?
There is a lot of RV repair places here.
Yes.
So, if you're looking for RV repair, this is probably a good place to go.
It's just not RV parts, it's medical CBD oil too.
Yeah, I think people are pretty honest here for the most part. Everybody we've dealt with.
Yeah.
There's the Roadrunner Market there. Yeah. That's where we've been buying our groceries
Excellent breads and bakery.
It's got a really super good bakery. Best bread we've ever had.
The cookies were excellent too.
The people there are really nice. It's small, but it has surprisingly a lot of stuff for being out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
And you got a couple restaurants, which we don't eat out much, so we don't really pay much attention to those. But I know Darlene's Bakery here. She's been trying to advertise a lot.
Yeah.
There's a desert dweller guy.
Yeah.
And the camel. You got the camel. Apparently, if you research Quartzsite, they had camels here. So the guy that brought the camels originally, hence all the camels. There used to be camels out in the desert, but apparently they didn't make it. So it's quite an interesting read. There's the bookstore, Quartzsite bookstore. Whether it's open or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's another closed restaurant for sale. Apparently people have a hard time when it's only a seasonal town. Most of these desert towns are seasonal towns, though the smaller ones are, but I think Quartzsite's just too small to make it. Oh, there's another truck stop up there.
Should take a left here?
Actually, we could go. Let's take a right, huh?
Okay.
We can kind of take a little tour of the
whole situation.
And then, for being a small town, they've got like 2 or 3 stoplights in this town.
Yeah.
But I think that's mainly for when it gets really, really busy.
Yeah.
You come through here in the summertime, and there's nobody. There's like one car on the road, maybe. We could, we'll take a
down past where we were out.
Go to the end and take a right here, probably. There's 5 miles an hour in that park there.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not sure. You probably don't know what's going to jump out in front of your car there.
Probably not.
It could be anything. I think this is where most of the people live.
Yeah.
That guy's keeping his truck warm there. Looks like it's broke down, so he put a blanket on it. Okay, here's like a lot of the desert area. Where people are dry camping out there, and all along here for about probably 3 or 4 miles, people are
scattered everywhere.
Yeah, they're dry camping out in the desert there. Once again, just everywhere around here. And then you've got the regular parks out here.
I guess you'd call them the full-timers, maybe?
Yeah. I would assume these people are full-timing here, yeah. They must be, I mean, it gets hot in the summertime. It gets 120. A lot.
Well, look at all this is filled up in the last 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This was totally empty
when we got here, it was
came
almost empty. There was just a few RVs out here, and now there's actually a couple nicer ones out there, and a couple.
I think it's just electric hookup. I don't think it's everything.
Yeah, I don't know. No, oh yeah, because they got a dump and it's dry camping. So it's the Tumbleweed RV Park. That must be the dump station there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is This is more RV. This must be dry camping here. And then you've got more
RV repair and sales.
RV park here. This guy does windshields. We've seen him replace about 3 windshields since we've been here just in our RV place. Here's someone who just has stuff. Just stuff. A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I guess when you have a lot of desert land, you need a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's more
Electrical camping.
Electric only camping probably. And they got the Horny Toad Saloon. There's RV supplies there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe we should go in there too and just see what they have. There's your
straight across too.
There's your Mexican trailer shelter thing. Here's one of the other stoplights in town.
Yep.
Another vagabond there.
Yeah.
They seem to be walking. That way's towards Yuma. Seems to be a lot of people walking towards Yuma. I'm not sure why they're walking towards the border of Mexico, but I guess if you've been to Yuma, you'd understand, huh?
I guess it was probably a bigger town, and maybe they allow people to panhandle there a little bit more than here.
I haven't seen them stop it here. They just have signs up all over, telling people not to give any money, give it to charity. But so you got
traffic jam.
Yeah, we got a traffic guy with his wood signs there. This is the swap meet area here. I haven't been there yet, but I assume it's a typical flea market type of thing.
Yeah.
They got some beer, wine, and food.
People are just
hot dogs.
Totally bagging up and buying a bunch of stuff too.
You're doing a little everything, yeah. Apparently this is where you go to buy food. I guess we should have checked it out.
It does have like grocery food.
Yeah, there wasn't much here when we arrived, and we haven't actually driven down here since then. But there seems to be a lot of stuff here. Maybe we'll have to do a walkthrough.
I think we do.
I'm not sure if we'd fit in very well here, but we'll
give it a whirl.
We'll sure give it a try.
Oh, there's one of the scary buses.
Oh yeah, that's just a couple of them there. Tyson Wells. I think here, and here's the road that we go out to the desert.
Yeah.
I believe. Or this takes us down to the Loves to the other side.
Yeah, the Loves on the opposite way.
There's a couple big washes down through here. I assume this gets flooded when it rains.
But it does. Oh, a bunch more mining equipment.
Oh, I got mining equipment here. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of mining equipment. Well drilling equipment. Oh yeah, that's looks like a big dry washer.
Look at how filled up that one is now too.
Oh yeah, that one is.
I got some new flags up here.
They put some money into this place,
oh,
huh?
Yeah.
They got new flags. They probably bought them at the swap meet down there. So, yeah. Well, you gotta invest. You know, if you're gonna have a nice RV park like that, you gotta make an investment to keep it nice.
Yeah. Not roads or anything, just some flags.
No, not concrete pads.
No, not concrete pads.
Well, the flags do get disintegrated in the. There's another rock place. They got barrels of rocks out there. So I don't know if they actually buy rocks from people or if they just go out and pick them up.
And they're heavy. I tried carrying that one, and that was like 20 pounds.
Yeah, there's some of them that are iron that are really heavy. Oh, there's the Dairy Queen. They got a Dairy Queen water tower there. I wonder why they have a Dairy Queen water tower. Maybe because they couldn't get water. Maybe that was before they had city water.
Could be.
Everybody had water towers out here. Yeah, here's the Loves. When we first got in here, there was a truck fire on the freeway, so they had the whole freeway blocked off.
They did.
And we were pulling in here to go to get off the freeway, and it was just, I mean, there was hundreds, if not thousands, of cars lined up along this road. You couldn't get anywhere. So of course we had this big RV. We couldn't really turn around, but
I think we figured out the back way to get over to
we
the
did
pilot.
figure out the back way, which nobody seemed to know about. I don't think anybody was directing anybody, so everybody was taking that road we just went on. What all you had to actually do is turn across here and go down this road,
and
it would take you right to the 95 South. So, but that's pretty much it. That's the entire tour of Quartzsite, the city-wise anyway. The outlying areas, of course, you have a lot more people camping.
Yes.
You know, down towards Yuma, just out in the desert, thousands, tens of thousands probably. But Quartzsite itself is not too exciting, so we're gonna go here and take a little tour of some of these places, and we'll take the camera and see if there's anything exciting. So. Well, it looks like this is the end of our trip to Quartzsite, Arizona.
You bet.
We're headed to Tombstone right now.
Yep.
And actually we're on our way back to Florida. So the weather here's been a little cold for you.
Yeah, it's been a little chilly. I don't like the coldness every morning.
Yeah, so we've got everything packed up. Got the tires aired up, got the valve stem fixed in the tire.
Yep.
Let's see, what else did we do? Anything?
Nothing major. That's it. Threw away a bunch of boxes.
We still have a little bit of a black tank smell sometimes in the RV, and we're gonna have to figure that one out.
Yeah, we'll have to see what kind of seals we might have to replace.
Got our Jeep needs a wash. It's probably can't see the dirt on it too closely, but it's been
beat up pretty hard.
Beat up in the desert pretty good.
The rims took a good beating.
So the front end took a pretty good beating too. But the RV is pretty clean, a little bit of dust on it, but we'll see how we do on the road.
Yeah, hopefully all the slides go in and everything, so that's, if they don't, we'll be back on right away.
Yeah, we'll let everybody know.